The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
So I stop in a local bar, people. I go to the bar. I rent my coat. I call the bartender. I said, look, man, come down here. You got down there. So what you want? One bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
I keep forgetting I don't have a touch screen on my laptop. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. I am your insane host, Johnny Blender, and I want to tell you that I'm going to be starting with the whiskey first tonight. That's that Harlan County, Kentucky apple pie moonshine I've been bragging about. The jar's getting low. But hope everybody had a good Halloween. Charlie Benson, glad to see you join. Frederick Roseman, glad you're in the house tonight. Hope everybody had a good Halloween. We still got a few things hanging around the house from Halloween or last night, so hopefully they'll get on out of here with this bad weather. Start with the cigar early tonight too. So, this is an Insidious cigar by Asylum. It has a very, very, where's it at? It is a very, very cool cigar. Insidious by Asylum. This is about a 50 ring gauge cigar, so it's bigger around than my thumb. It's about 6.5, 7 inches long. It is unbelievably good. I was going to talk about this a little later, but since I've started the whiskey already tonight, I figured I'd go ahead and start with the cigar too. Flexing Professional. That's great. Glad you joined us. I assume he's probably a bodybuilder or a trainer. So let's get on. This is Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars coming to you on TuneIn Satellite and Armed Radio out of Boston, Massachusetts. My show is being produced by my buddy Jimmy Bell. How you doing tonight, Jim? Okay, he's doing great. It must be Scotch 30 in Beantown. That's what it is. Rhonda Mattingly Molinsky. Rhonda, I hope I did not say your name wrong, but I am notorious, and this show is wonderful for me saying names wrong. Bailey Schloss Claire, Steve Rhodes has also joined the show. So let's see. If you're not listening to us on Armed Radio, you can tune in to us on satellite. TuneIn Satellite, Armed Radio, Periscope, Twitter, Facebook. We have playbacks on Spreaker, YouTube. Hell, just type in Whiskey, Cars, and Cigar playback. You'll get the phone book comes up under Google. So there's a million places to listen to me at. And I'm going to try to get a new links page up for all of the shows and all of the locations that we are and that you can check us out. Rhonda Mattingly Smolinski said, tell Lynn hello. Oh, she said I nailed her name right. Hey, that's good. So Lynn is sitting over there. She'll be joining me in just a few minutes. She's doing the social media thing. Let's see. Yes, I am Steve Godwin. I am a monster trying to get in touch with. We have got, when I got back to the shop Monday evening, well, I went back in the shop Tuesday morning. It's just been nothing but chaos since I got back. And then today we had bad weather, and I was trying to get stuff done that was sandblasted, powder coated before the rain or the moisture got to it, so I just been going crazy today. My good buddy Brandon Vale in Texas. Good to hear you, Brandon. Good to hear you. Good to see you tuning in, Brandon. I'm just all over the place tonight. We had, I guess I'm still tired from our weekend in Kentucky. I want to give a big shout out to my buddy Cole Vining for winning the Rookie Limited Sport Modified Championship at Baton Rouge Raceway for 2017. It took a lot of hard work getting his car set up and working out the bugs, but Cole prevailed and did it. So congratulations, Cole. Good job. Last weekend, we went to Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Now, 3 weekends ago, we went to Harlan, Kentucky, where I got this wonderful apple pie moonshine. Smooth. But anyway, when we went to Harlan, the 1 ton pull in the trailer drank a ton of gas. I want to give a big shout out to the people at Bully Dog programmers. We went to Elizabethtown last week, and the programmer was awesome. Fuel mileage pull with the Fury Dragster was outstanding. We used about half as much gas as we did. We used about half as much gas as we did the last time to go to Harlan and back than we did to go to Elizabethtown and back. So that was a really nice treat. Now I'm going to play around with the programmer a little bit and work on some of the tunes.
User in your channel timed out.
User in my channel timed out. What the hell does that mean? Okay, well that's good. We'll just keep doing this. I still got Facebook, Periscope, YouTube. I got all these other things that are working for me. Let's see. Steve claims you forgot to give him my book. I know the truth is his fault, but please tell Miss Lynn still has. Yes, Miss Lynn still has some books. And Bailey, I will say this with all sincerity. It's his fault.
He's brutal, Bailey.
All right. Night Risers last weekend. What a cool event. Oh, I'm being joined now by the Southern Horror Queen, Lynn Gibson. She's on that side of the camera because she doesn't have makeup on when she's on my show.
That's right. Good evening, everybody. What's up, Daywalkers and Night Stalkers?
John and Terry Thompson.
Yes.
They, together with their event staff, put on an incredible event.
Yeah, they did.
It was an incredible event. From Dee's Butts Barbecue that was providing the food at the event, and it was pretty freaking good.
It was good.
I was kind of Dee's Butts. That was good.
Kind of makes you think twice before you bite into it.
Before you bite into it.
There's a big difference between Kentucky barbecue and Louisiana barbecue.
Oh yeah,
those are good, but there's just a big difference. There's
a huge difference in barbecue. Louisiana's barbecue is one particular way, and I'm not saying I'll say this right now. It's not the best way. Growing up and spending all the years I spent in Texas, Texas has great barbecue. Kansas has great barbecue. St. Louis has great barbecue.
Memphis has
great barbecue. But I got to tell you, the people in Kentucky are hanging right in there.
Yeah.
Lynn just has grabbed my glass of Harlan County apple pie moonshine.
There was nothing in that glass, y'all. Fumes.
And those fumes we're going to use to crank the Adrian's Fury Dragster with. Let's see. These butts. The Fury Dragster had a lot of those butts sitting in it this weekend. We had Dale Burrell's joined. We had Miko Hughes, the kid who was Gage in Pet Cemetery. He was in there. Malcolm Denaire. Malcolm Denaire from Christine.
I love Malcolm.
Malcolm's a cool guy.
I like Miko, but I love Malcolm.
Miko was kind of quiet and refined.
Yeah.
Malcolm was balls off the wall crazy. So it was good. We took a lot of pictures with them, and then we got a lot of pictures with kids in the car.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite parts of the con was the first night before the con started when John came and picked us all up. We all went to dinner, and we knew Sal and his wife and Tim Shockey when he got there, but we didn't know anybody else at the table. And then here you set me in the middle of the table with Mr. Hollywood, who's sitting, Malcolm Denaire sitting right next to me. And I'm like, what is this little southern redneck girl, the twisted southern horror queen, doing sitting next to Mr. Hollywood? He's going to hate me We got along excellent. He is as foul as I am.
Y'all both crazy.
We
Y'all,
laughed.
y'all both crazy. And I wanted everybody to see, we also have a new button-up shirt this week with the I can't find shit. It's all on the wrong side. The Whiskey Cars and Cigars logo on our new shirts. These are a black shirt with a gray armpit and shoulders and sleeves. Armpit. You're supposed to. You my color man. You're supposed to be there to help me. Well, I meant just this area.
Two-tone.
Yes, two-tone.
Thank you.
I will be looking for a new color man, so if there are any of you Puerto Rican women out there that want the job, please send your resume to Johnny Blender Knows PR.
They won't last a day. They won't last a day. Not one.
All right. Oh, yes. I'm not going to comment on that, Bailey, but I am. And if you want one. Autograph.
That's another first. We always have first at our cons. We had a whole bunch of firsts.
We had a whole bunch of firsts at this con.
Yeah, and one of those firsts, everybody, check it out. Big Johnny Blender sold his first autographed glossy. He is the man.
I am the man now. What?
I'm so proud of you.
I'm happy. It was pretty cool.
Mm.
And the cool thing about it was I had walked away to go to the magic show, and you came to me with the guy to sign it, and so
he was excited.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, tell Steve he can now pay me to sign his check. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good.
That was
good. Then we met Jim Gibson. Jim Gibson is Bill Gibson. I'm sorry. Bill Gibson is the guy who owns the movie car Christine.
Yes. Very cool dude.
Very, very cool guy. And he's got this car show and stuff down to a science.
He's cool.
Yeah, I thought I knew some stuff. I realized I was an idiot. But hey, I can handle being proven that I'm wrong by another Navy guy, because then it just doesn't matter. You know, Navy guys are telling each other we're just helping each other out.
Oh.
So
what is it when I tell you you're wrong?
You're probably wrong.
No.
You know, the only reason I let you believe that you're right most of the time is because arguments ensue when I have to actually prove that you're wrong. I can't believe. Oh,
you better drink a little.
We're hitting the moonshine tonight. Good. I need a little water after that one. All right, but Bill Gibson had Susie and Mike Jones.
Yeah. And
they are kind of the part of the Christine support system. They get the girl everywhere she needs to go and set up and looking great, and their display set up, and so they were pretty cool too. And I gotta apologize to Mr. Mike a little bit. I didn't realize Friday night when we went to dinner, Lynn kept hitting me on the leg, and I didn't realize that I was so wound up from that drive and sleepy and talking 90 miles an hour that I kept cutting you off when you tried to start talking. Lynn told me, she said, that's why I kept hitting you. You just wouldn't shut up. So, Mr. Mike, I wasn't being disrespectful, and I apologize.
I'll hit him harder next time, Mike.
Jennifer Dakota has chimed into the show, and I sure wish you would get your butt back over to the cigar store.
And Jennifer's another one that can attest that you just don't shut up. What you say, Jennifer?
Our buddy Tim Shockey, owner of the Green Goblin Head from Maximum Overdrive, was there. The Vampire Santa, Sal Lazard, was there with his wife, Miss Linda.
Mm-hmm.
That airbrush guy. We met an airbrush guy there. What was his name? Eric. Eric what?
Look, I don't do last name.
Okay.
It's good to remember Eric, okay?
Eric is going to be, we'll have some of his airbrush work up on the Whiskey Cars and Cigars page.
His link is on my page right
And see, Jennifer just texted, I'm absolutely right. So she knows that I'm right most of the time.
I assure you that's not what she meant.
Well, that's how I read it. So that's why.
Of course it is.
Okay. So if you need any airbrush work done and want to do a little bit of shipping to Kentucky, or he's a really good guy, I'm sure he would travel if you've got a car or something that you need. He is, the work that he had done on some of the stuff we saw there was just unbelievable.
Motorcycles,
tailgates, hoods. Yeah, this guy is really, really good. And I'm really kind of ashamed or embarrassed that I don't have his card up here so I could give his name.
Well, go look up Crazy Thing Art on Facebook.
That's it, Crazy Thing Art.
The link is also on the Southern Horror Queen Facebook page. It's like maybe 2 posts down. You can click on it and check out his work there.
There you go. And then magic. I've never been much of a magic guy because I'm more of a science guy.
Whatever.
But Aaron Hart was the magician who was funny as hell. He totally taught me. I had been calling the wrong thing a bandana for years.
He was hilarious.
He was really good. His wife was good. She was his assistant. His little girl, he levitated. So it was a great magic show, and I helped wake up the crowd with this booming voice. You know, he's like asking people, all right, let me get a hand. Everybody's kind of timid, and yeah.
There you came.
Yeah, and then I opened my mouth. And he told me, he said, you know, you really need to travel with me. I mean, that's... I could be part of the show. Now, let's get to you. We're going to come to the races in just a few minutes, but we're trying to get we've already done the whiskey part of the show. And the cigar part of the show, which tonight our cigar is the Insidious from Asylum. It is brought to us by our friends at Mike's Cigar. You can go to MikeCigars.com and order your cigars. And if you order cigars or anything from Mike's Cigars, we've got a Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars promotional code, WCC10. So if you use that with your order, you're going to get 10% off. So that's Mike's Cigars. And the promo code WCC10. And their delivery is fast. It's fast. I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
I ordered cigars today. They got here yesterday. That's fast. That's fast shipping. Lynn was there with her books. They flew out of the building. And now I want to talk about a dark and stormy night. That's what's happening outside here right now. But Lynn and a cast of 6 other writers, including Mitch Hyman, Bubba the Redneck Werewolf, wrote a book. All 6 of these contributing authors wrote a book. They each did so many pages, and then they would send their pages into a third party. That person would send the last page if that author had written to the next author. The next author would write, send it in, then that page, the last page of them, and it just, you see where I'm going with this, it just keeps going. But everybody just kept getting the last page of the story that somebody else started. Well, Lynn read this book to me while we were going to Kentucky. It was about, I think it's 60 pages.
Yeah, it's a short book.
It's a short book, and I was a captive audience. I had nowhere else to go but drive. But it was really a good story. Even with 6 different authors writing, it was really a good story. Now this, I said that to say this. A Dark and Stormy Night is the name of the book. You can only get this book from one of the 6 authors. Any of the 6 authors you can get the book from. The books are $5. $5. The money from the proceeds from the book goes to the charity of the artist you get your book from, the writer, the author you get your book from. So ours is the ASPCA, or Lynn's is the ASPCA. We like our dogs. She called and checked on the dogs every 4 hours while we were gone. And this little turd behind me was not wanting to come inside for the house sitter.
That's only.
Oh, is it? So yeah, this is really cool. You can get this book for $5 if you want one. Hey, Ronnie and Lori Owens joined. I don't have my hair in a ponytail tonight, y'all. I was just kind of it's been strapped down all week, so I just figured tonight after I got out of the shower I'd let it flow. But anyway, you can get this book for $5. If you want a copy, I think she's still got a few left. It's $5 plus a few bucks for shipping, and she will autograph it for you. Now, another cool thing about that is if you are a convention goer and you like going to horror cons and comic cons and things like that, if you get a book and Lynn is already autographed, this would be a good little thing for you. You can follow the authors in the book at the conventions that they're going to be at. If you see another author going to be at a convention close to you or something that you're attending, you can also try to get all of the authors to sign a book because they're all over the place. So it's not like the 6 authors get together that much. So it would be kind of a cool thing to...
I'd actually like to have one of those.
That'd be kind of cool.
I might do that.
That'd be kind of cool. So, yep. So you can touch base with Lynn, or you can touch base on the Whiskey Cars and Cigars page, the Johnny Blender Show page, Twisted Southern Horror Queen, Lynn Gibson, any of the pages to order a book. Like I said, it's $5 plus a couple bucks shipping. She'll autograph it for you and get it out of here. And there's a limited number of these books made. So you can't buy them at Barnes & Noble or Amazon or anywhere like that. This is simply something for the authors and the fans and the charity of their choice, which ours is the ASPCA. Yeah, I was a captive audience.
But you enjoyed it.
I did. I did. Yeah, it was very cool. I was getting all into one part of it, and then the next writer came in and did a very good job picking it up from there. But I was expecting it to go a different direction, and then the next author picked it up and went a different way with it, which was good. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of saw in my head how I figured the next part would go. Well, then the next author picked it up and went a different direction with it. So it just curves and swerves and all kind of stuff like that. So it was cool. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I might even get one so I can start getting everybody to autograph.
Yeah, I might ship one back to Mitch and have him. There'll be a couple together at an upcoming con somewhere around Orlando next month. This month now.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, it's November. I got a birthday.
I know.
I got a birthday coming up in 10 days.
You're old. I'll always be younger than you.
Yeah, you will.
But yeah, great con. And my mind was blown. So we have the twins, Brian and Lee Parnell in Orlando, that they are just the twins. They have a business card that says the twins.
The twins.
And that's what they do is they go to cons and they get their VIP passes and they kind of pump the audience up. They're not like celebrities. They're attendees, but everybody knows them everywhere. And I mean everybody from vendors to celebrities and everybody in between. So I keep in touch with those guys because it's been a couple of years since I've seen them. But this weekend, I had a set of twins, good-looking boys from St. Louis, Missouri, walked up, and I went to introduce myself, and they already knew who I was. They were already listening to the show. They already knew about all my books. It blew my mind. It was one of the few moments of the con I was actually speechless. I didn't know what to say. I was flattered. That was awesome. And I had I had my first celebrity panel this weekend where I actually got to sit with the celebrities and speak. And
Somebody forgot to take pictures.
That was awesome. No, I was getting to that. I was talking about the celebrity panel where I sat down with Tim and Bill Gibson and Malcolm and Nico and we all did our little turn with the audience and stuff, and that was way cool. But I had my very first single. I addressed the entire convention for 30 minutes, pumped up the audience, did a fantastic job, and while Big Johnny Blender was supposed to be videoing or taking pictures or something, he was doing what he does best, running that mouth. 30 minutes. I called him out. You know what he does? My husband, Big Johnny Blender, back there by the Adrian's Trilogy dragster, he waves at me. And I'm like, you idiot! Yes. So, anyway. But yeah, it was a first, and hopefully somewhere, someone will surface the video or pictures later so I can actually prove it. Thank you, honey.
Oh, we stayed. What was in the hotel we stayed at?
Well, that was a quick change. I'm talking about curves and swerves.
Swerves and curves.
Fairfield.
No. It was Wingfield. Wingfield Suites. E-Town, Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Had the coolest staff.
Yeah.
I have a shirt that my son Ed gave me, and it says, what does it say? It says,
bitches be tripping.
Bitches be tripping. And then in big letters on the shirt. And then underneath it said, okay, maybe I pushed one. Tony Lawson, thank you for tuning in, buddy. So anyway, maybe I pushed one. So I came walking out with 2 cups of coffee, going back to the room, and everybody at the desk had to get pictures, and they wanted pictures of me and the shirt that I was wearing. So it was kind of funny. And then that happened 7 or 8 other times.
With the old people.
With the old people that were on the bus, and
they loved it.
Okay. The breakfast was excellent.
Yeah.
They won me. I mean, they had real eggs.
Yeah, manager said, we crack eggs.
Yeah, that's the head manager. We crack eggs here. He's not powdered. But they had me at the biscuits and gravy. The biscuits and gravy were excellent.
Yeah.
I tried to bring you some back.
Didn't make it?
No, I didn't make it that far.
I was wondering, because you know I love biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, they were good, too. I mean, the gravy had sauce. It was
But the omelet was good.
And how did you like the Belgian waffles?
The waffles were really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I took care of it.
You did.
The pastries were fresh.
Yeah.
Okay. But the Wingate.
Yes. Yes.
Wingate. They were great.
I still remember the password.
Yeah. And the Belgian waffles were slamming, but I couldn't get past the biscuits and gravy. So again, another con has superseded my food requirements.
And then
Colston's.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to go talk about.
All right, Colston's Restaurant. John Thompson took us all out for dinner Friday night. That's what Lon was talking about earlier, where everybody sat down and we met the manager of Joe.
Ben.
Ben was the manager of Colton's Restaurant, barbecue restaurant in
Steakhouse
in Elizabethtown. It was unbelievable. And then he came in with his wife the next day.
Yeah.
And took pictures in the dragster. We got pictures of him on the dragster, and then invited us back that night to come eat again. So we went back, and we were just kind of figuring we'd stop by since the guy was nice and came by, and he bought some of your books.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we figured we'd go by and eat again. Well, we got there, and Sal was with us. Sal and Linda were with us, and Tim.
Mike and Susie.
Tim.
Just us.
Yeah, that's right. So when we went in, they escorted us all back to a conference room in the back.
Yeah.
And in that conference room, they had A buffet set up.
A spread.
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of food set up for us. They probably had enough food back there for 20 people, and there was 7 of us.
There wasn't much left,
2,
though.
4, 6, 8, 9 of us.
Yeah, there wasn't much left.
Yeah, and
we were hungry.
We were hungry. we put a hurt on it, but they were just great people.
Service was fantastic.
Service was great.
Even the little girls that came, can we get pictures?
Yeah.
They were still cool. Here, I'll fill your tea. I'm going to get pictures.
So that was really nice. So we've got pictures on the Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. We got pictures on all of our pages.
They're on my website.
Of those. We also had another first this weekend.
I thought you weren't going to talk about that.
Talk about what?
What you fixing to talk about?
What are you talking about?
I saw that grin on your face.
What do you always think you are right?
Free Willy?
What do you think I'm fixing to talk about?
Free Willy?
What are you talking about?
Free Willy. Someone that might have possibly had to taken the dragster apart.
Are you saying somebody got stuck in the dragster?
See, you said it first.
Yes, we have. I got a whole bunch of thumbs up and laughs started happening. We actually had somebody get in the dragster this weekend. I'm not going to name him. Chet? Was it Chet?
No, it's not.
Clint.
Yeah,
Clint. No, it wasn't Clint.
It was.
But Clint was a really cool guy.
He's a security guy.
He was a security guy for the event, and he came in and sat in the dragster. He'd been looking forward to it all weekend, and let's just say I'm 6'7" and he's not. The car was designed for me with my long legs. Clint didn't have long legs. And needless to say, we had to pop him out of that thing. We had to take the cowl off and get him out. It was
comedic.
It was funny.
You were very graceful. I was so proud of you. I was kind of in panic mode 1 minute and then laughing, having to wipe the black stuff off my face because my makeup was running. And I see, but you're wrong for this because you told the man, he said, I'm going to tune into your show Wednesday night. And you're going to be talking about the dude that got stuck in the dragster. He said, no, man, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. And I looked at him square in the eyes, and I told him, I
will. But we were still driving. This is what I felt on that. I just had a thought. That was so funny. Rhonda. This is what I thought. Lynn did say that she was going to talk about it on her show. Unfortunately, we didn't get back in time for her show Monday night.
I meant this Monday night. Y'all gonna hear it again.
Oh, so
that's all right.
Damn.
I got a whole other different crew of creepy kids that listen to me.
I wasn't going to talk about it. So.
And then you had the nerve to tell them, oh, no, it's not the first time it happened. I said, yeah, it is.
Look, I told the guy it wasn't the first time it happened because it happened before because I knew he was probably embarrassed. And he was a really cool guy. I enjoyed him hanging out with us. He was an old racer and. Yeah, but oh no, I mean, what do you think it would look? Oh no, this has never happened before.
I said it.
But you were just wrong.
Yeah.
And with her being wrong, I think I will have another sip of the apple pie moonshine.
You're enjoying that, aren't you?
That's good stuff. I mean, that's really good. Hey, but all of this, I want to give a big shout out to some people that helped made all this happen here on a closer level or a closer area. Our great supporters and sponsors for the Adrian's Fury Dragster. D&M Graphics owned by Derek and Lucy Ladner in Gulfport, Mississippi, and Surreal Studios in Hammond, Louisiana, owned and operated by Alan Lloyd and Lori Lloyd.
Mm-hmm. Alan runs the business. Lori runs Alan.
Alan, I feel for you, brother. I feel for you. If it wasn't for these incredible sponsors, they had got the dragster looking good. They've got all of our videos and our press kit, everything put together for us. So we look good when other events are looking at having us. All of this would have been just impossible without the great sponsors that we got. So again, big shout out to D&M Graphics, Surreal Studios. Look them up on our pages. If you need any graphics work done here in the Gulf Coast area, Derek Ladner is unbelievable. And if you need any video production work done, Surreal Studios, Alan Lloyd does great work. Look on Lynn's website at the video he did for us. And our boys from Kane Resurrection did the music for that. And I saw that Kane Resurrection posted something. Michael Prado posted something that they've got some events coming up. So we've got to check that out and go see Kane Resurrection.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm not usually into a lot of that music that you're into.
I was kind of scared.
That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked it.
They're very talented. I was kind of scared to play it for you because I love it, and I'm like, oh.
I know. But, I like, what's the guy's name? The bald-headed guy that sings Sounds of Silence?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
That is just,
I can't think of
if you hear all the other stuff he sings, I mean, it's just, I want to shoot myself sometimes. But listen to him in that song, you can hear how powerful his voice. Yeah. I mean, he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right. D&M Graphics, Surreal Studios.
Yeah, everybody loved the graphics on the car.
Yeah, they did. The graphics on, even the airbrush guy looked at the graphics of you on the cow, and he got close and looked at it, and he goes, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that with airbrush. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, while in E-Town,
a new pair of tennis shoes.
Excuse me?
I get a new pair of my high heels and shipping them to him and having him airbrush something on the side for me.
Oh, there you go. There we go.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. Now, while in E-Town, I was unable to find any competition in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, for the Harlan County Apple Pie Moonshine. So right now, Harlan County's Apple Pie Moonshine is still number one in the race. So Wade Cuevas, the ball is in your court.
You better step up, son.
And I like that flavored moonshine. I don't like that crap that tastes like alcohol.
I want to try watermelon.
No, peach.
Ew.
Peach.
I hate peach.
Peach and cherry.
No.
We're still going to see if we can crank the car with it. Oh, and speaking of cranking the car, this would be a great time to let everybody know, all our racers know, that Performance Metal and Vampire Chassis carries Renegade Racing Fuel. We got whatever flavor you want.
Speaking of racing, did I miss you giving Waylon a shout out?
I forgot to give Waylon. Waylon finding a shout out. Yeah. Waylon is our 7-year-old circle track driver that runs in the kart series, and Waylon pretty much lapped the track. Everybody owned the track this weekend.
Waylon was spanking ass.
And then Waylon got spun out by somebody, and he had
a moment.
He had a moment. He had a moment where he didn't want to talk to anybody, especially his mama, his daddy, or his grandfather. But Waylon came back out and Waylon's 7 years old, 8 years old, and he was running with the 13 and 14-year-olds in the other cars the other day. So Waylon has just been wheeling that little cart for about 5 months.
Maybe. And
I think he had 3 heat wins and 2 feature second places, and then maybe a feature win the second day. So yeah, Waylon's killing it. He's 7, 8, young. He's a squirt. Also, last week, now we get into the racing part. I've done covered the whiskeys, the cars, the cigars, cons. Oh, I get thumbs going everywhere. Thank you. Somebody's happy about that. Now we're going to get into the last week at Redemption 10. Went off without a hitch in Texas. Congratulations to Marcus Gaston. He was the winner of the Sportsman. Jason Cantu, he was a small tire winner. Pablo Rubio, he won the factory 6.5 index. Alex Charity, Outlaw Street winner. Odie Wiley, little girl, won the Junior Dragsters. Brad Baxter won Factor 8.0 dial-in. James Finney won the big tire. He was the big tire winner. Tim Walker won the 650 index. James Kay won the 580 index. So congratulations to all the winners at Redemption 10. Shannon Morgan outdid herself again with this event. Big shout out to all the people that work with her to make the Redemption series work. Now, those of you who followed the show with the Redemption series know that Redemption 9 was delayed because of Hurricane Harvey. But it's back on. The makeup race is November 24th and 25th. And remember, free entry for active duty military and first responders. Just have your ID with you. So that is November 24th and 25th. And I believe the track is to be announced. It's not going to be at San Antonio because they had scheduling conflicts. It's probably going to be at Ennis, Texas Motor Speedway.
Do you realize you just had another major first tonight?
What is that?
You just went through that entire list of names, and I'm pretty certain that you pronounced every one of them correctly.
I'll try harder next time.
You did fantastic.
Kim Moranto just chimed in, just joined us. Hey, Kim, hope you're doing all right. So let's see. That'll be cool. I think they're going to move it to. I think they had a scheduling conflict at Texas or San Antonio. I think they've got another big race in there. Kim Moranto wanted me to send out a big rest in peace to Stevie Ray. He was one of the racers that never met the guy. I've seen some posts on him today. But yeah, we lost one. So, you know, go to that big racetrack in the sky. We've lost a few friends this year.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we'll keep him and his family in your prayers. So that's, yeah. Anytime you lose somebody, that's bad. It's always bad on somebody.
Yeah.
Let's see. And you know, I think I saw a picture of him with him and Britt Cummings.
Really?
Yeah. So speaking of Britt,
you might need to touch base.
I'll touch base. I got to touch base with Britt tomorrow anyway. They're bringing fuel. We got more fuel coming tomorrow.
Okay.
Big shout out to my buddies at Cummins Motorsports. I know that they were part of the Redemption series as well, and I think in a promotional side. Britt is supposed to be coming to the shop to smoke cigars and try some of the apple pie moonshine. And I'm sure my buddy Cole Cummins will be with him.
Don't you know it?
Cole will be the designated driver for Britt. And then I'm going to get the dolly out of the truck, and he's going to be the designated driver to roll me across the yard, and me and Britt drink a little too much of that apple pie moonshine.
He can leave you in the shop.
Stevie Ray, manager of No Problem Raceway. I did not know that. So yeah, Kim just chimed in and told me about that. Told me who that was. So anytime we hear somebody like that, you know, we want to know.
Kim is Meatball, right?
Kim is Meatball.
See, I'll never forget again.
All right, you got it now. Also, Slate Cummins is winning. Slate Cummins is winning somewhere something today. I can't keep up with him. This guy can drive anything and can win driving anything. Doesn't matter what it is. I like to watch his race videos. I was watching one the other day where he ran up and caught up with the guy that he was racing, and he started pedaling it, speeding up, slowing down, and beat him. So yeah, he's brutal, man. He is brutal. But he is the only one I haven't met.
Really?
I've met Mr. Larry, which is the father, Britt and Cole, which are father and son. But Slate I've never met him.
Too busy winning.
He's too busy winning, and you know why he's winning? Because he's using Renegade racing fuel. Racers that win just pour it in.
It's closer.
Is it better? I'm getting there, huh?
Closer.
I'm getting there.
Just.
Mr. Larry is waiting on his new car. I think it'll be in from Texas Chassis.
Oh, that's good. He's going to need to make room in that garage, and he can maybe...
They have a totally... No, he's not doing anything with that red Camaro of his.
Okay.
That's just. I saw my buddy Steve Godwin had checked in a little bit earlier. And Steve, if you're still listening, the ADRL, the American Drag Racing League, has an event November 17th and 18th in Rockingham, North Carolina. Steve Godwin's going to be there with his front engine car. What is the guy coming down from New York? Charlie Benson is coming down from New York with his car. Everybody's trying to gun after him. He's got a 200-mile-an-hour front-engine dragster, so everybody's gunning for him. Somebody else was changing their blower to a 1471 to go after him. I think Charlie's going to knock it out of the park. Now, where have you put the lighter?
I'm going to light it for you.
Oh, I've got my own. Now, you can't even get a Puerto Rican girl to be a cigar lighter.
You keep it up. Go ahead, keep it up. I'll see grits in your future.
But yeah, the ADRL is something that I'm Steve Godwin. I'm starting to really get into the ADRL and what they do. They're not one of the huge organizations like the NHRA or the IHRA, but I'm really liking the stuff that they're doing. And I'm really hoping that we're going to be doing a lot of promoting with them in the next year.
They seem more personable and not commercialized.
Yeah, you're right about that. Let's see. And then Jenny Moses sent me the final battle at Shadyside this weekend, Shelby, North Carolina. The Southeastern Gassers Association, or Southeast Gassers Association. Qualifying starts at 1. The $15 admission. Anyone under 10 is free. So this would be a great day to spend with your family. I wish we were closer. That'd be awesome to go to.
Yeah. I've had enough of driving and riding for now.
Yeah, my butt's still sore.
Mm-hmm.
We got about 15 more minutes.
So how far is North Carolina from here?
6 hours, 7 hours.
Okay.
It's about the same. Everything is 7 hours from Louisiana.
Okay.
Why? It's free to get in. Only $20 per carload. They're going to have jet cars and monster trucks at the ADRL event at Rockingham. I just got an update. Just got an update from my buddy Steve Godwin. Oh, I'm getting another one. And you will be able to ride in the monster trucks.
Oh.
No, you cannot drive them.
Aww.
I don't know. Godwin may be able to pull a few strings. He may be able to get, if you want to go to Rockingham.
Steve, help me get some sponsors.
If you want to go to Rockingham.
I need to drive one of those monster trucks.
All right, you heard that here first on Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. The Southern Horror Queen is wanting to drive a monster truck, and Steve Godwin, she is looking for you to make that happen.
We need sponsors.
So we will go to Rockingham, North Carolina, for the American Drag Racing League's race, November 17th and 18th.
Man, just think of the press.
Yeah. And if you can drive a monster truck.
I can drive anything.
I would like to see you drive Gravedigger.
I would love to drive. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. I think I even have a corset that would match.
A corset that would match the Gravedigger.
Because you know I'm going to do it in a corset and 6-inch heels.
Welcome to my world.
Gonna happen.
Yep. So yeah, that's going to be a really, really good event. Rockingham, North Carolina. It's not that far from here. We can get there pretty quick. We can get there faster if you want to fly.
Not happening ever.
Lynn may be going to England for a book autographing session. And
I take a boat.
She wonders how long of a drive it is. So anybody who wants to go to England with us, I will
welding gloves.
I will be needing assistance along with much medication to keep her sedated on the trip.
There's not enough liquor on an airplane to sedate me. I'm going to have to call Doc Genevieve's having me sit at the airport and give me a shot.
I wish we could just take you in an ambulance and load you up.
You thinking straitjacket, though, aren't
Oh,
you?
yeah, I would definitely have your ass in a straitjacket. You can believe that. Now I know my last prop for the night. Hold on, let me take a little more of this apple pie moonshine. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's good stuff. Now, I have a question for all the listeners and viewers. Y'all can type in yes, no, maybe, let me know. Are you in pain?
Mentally or physically?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
Frederick said he would like to go.
You can't drive, Freddie.
No, he wants to go to England.
I would have England. Still, again, we can't drive, Freddie.
Well, we almost made it the whole night without the camera from Twitter falling.
You're cool.
Michael Tobacco tested his blower on the 1471 that he put on. Is that what you're talking about, Steve? It popped up real quick and I missed all of it. So, I don't know, man. These guys are coming in. We may have to go to that. Steve, see if you could work on that monster truck ride drive for Lynn.
Yeah,
she drives really well. But anyway, back to pain. If you're Ashley Vining, Cole's wife, we have talked about Waylon and the champ tonight. So y'all gonna have to, you coming into the show late, so make sure y'all go back to the first part of the show, listen for Cole, and then about 15 minutes ago, listen for Waylon. John Anderson has joined the show.
Get that man a cheeseburger.
Get that man a cheeseburger. John Anderson from Guardians of the Galaxy. He is one of our buddies that we work at and do conventions with. And, buddy, we have been in Kentucky last weekend, and you would have loved it there. I would have loved to have you there.
I kind of miss John and Josh.
John and Josh and Wanda and Matthew and Leslie and that whole bunch.
To being at a con and being with all of our friends.
Well, it's kind of, we're like
made new friends.
We're the middle agers.
Yeah.
If you think about it, Tim and Sal and Sue and Mike are older than us.
Yeah.
And then John and Josh and all those guys and ladies are younger than us. So we're like the middle of the road.
Yeah, we bounce back.
Yeah, we're bouncing back. We're bouncing back and forth. So yeah, I'm glad John Anderson is tuning in tonight. All right, now I asked a question, and I got a couple of yeses on pain. I've lived a pretty hard life and done a lot of stupid things in my life. 7 knee operations. I have 2 discs in my back fused. I've got a bad hip because of my knee issues. I've broken my neck. I've got torn rotator cuffs. I've got arthritis. I've had every finger, every toe, 1 wrist broken. And I pretty much hurt all of the time. And I just deal with the pain because I am not one of these pill-popping guys that want to go down that path. So I don't take pills. My good buddy and fellow front-engine dragster racer, Ken Thibodeau, and his lovely wife, Sandy, turned me on to HempWorks. HempWorks 500 is a hemp oil extracts with a little bit of peppermint in it, give it some flavor or taste. Not very much though. It's the highest.
It's a hint.
Yeah, it's a hint just to give it knock the taste off. I don't know how hemp oil would taste. It tastes like motor oil. I don't understand. Michael is making 40 psi now on that blower. Had a sub 1 second. He was less than 1 second and 60 feet.
Jesus.
So I don't know, man. He may be getting close to Benson, Charlie.
It's getting hot.
It's getting hot. I see a little something coming up there between Tobacco Man and Charlie Benson. Well, I'm telling you, Steve, if you can put that thing together where Lynn can get one of the monster trucks to drive, we'll be up there in a heartbeat. Anyway, back to the hemp oil. I take 8 drops under my tongue in the morning and in the evening. My pain has subsided dramatically. I'm getting more stuff done in the shop. I'm able to stand up longer without hurting. So if you're in pain, check out my site. It's called HempWorks. I've got a link there for it. Hold on, I got another Pauline Potts.
Pauline.
Do you know who Pauline is?
Yeah, that's John's sister.
John's sister, Pauline, the girl who grabbed me and hugged all over me, wrapped my legs around.
You were hunching that girl.
I was not.
Baby, I just told her, welcome to my world. I can't help you. You was messing with her, leaving me alone.
Pauline and her son.
Travis. I love Travis.
Travis was awesome. Travis was awesome. Pauline was great. But before I talk about them, I got a few more minutes. Let me say, look on Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. Check out the HempWorks 500 link. Look at it. It's made from. It has no THC in it. It has CBD in it, and it will help with your pain. I mean, it has done wonders for me. And Lynn, can you testify that it's done? Lynn has even started taking it. I've got my old 15-year-old German Shepherd that a month ago I was worried about having to put him down. And he's got hip dysplasia real bad. So I have been putting some of this on the floor because I saw HempWorks came out with a pet model. So I put some of this down, and he has been licking it off the ceramic tile in the morning when I put it down, and the dog is running. He ain't running real fast or real far, but he has started running again.
It ain't graceful.
Yeah, it ain't graceful. It's all over the place. I'm awake. All right. It looks like we're going out. It's time to end this episode of Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. So for everybody who has followed us tonight, thank you, and thanks for tuning in on Armed Radio. Right after this show tonight, you can catch my buddy Glenn Spillman on Sports Insider. He's great. So, Jimmy, are we out of here with Armed Radio?
We're out.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
So I stop in a local bar, people. I go to the bar. I rent my coat. I call the bartender. I said, look, man, come down here. He got down there. So what you want? I want bourbon.